Hello everyone, we are Art of War.
And we believe in creating a community where people can talk about, learn, and improve their skills at Warhammer 40K.
Our channel has live stream competitive matches of 40K, played by the best players in the world.
And we focus on teaching you how to get better at Warhammer, while also emphasizing sportsmanship and engagement with our audience.
We strive to play every faction in the game to a top level, while also using a variety of lists to show off different playstyles for every faction.
We also offer a variety of other videos such as codex reviews, faction rankings, tactics videos.
When you join our channel, you become part of our community, where we emphasize learning and positive conversation about competitive 40K.
You get early access to our videos, sub badges, emotes, as well as rewatch those hangout and hobby sessions.
Joining our community is a great way for you to show your support for us, so we can keep making awesome videos for you and continuously expand the bounds of competitive 40K.
What's up everyone? Welcome to The Art of War. I'm John Lennon, here to introduce a wonderful and exciting game on this very fine Tuesday afternoon. We are bringing you, for the first time, the brand new Orc Codex. It is a great week here in The Art of War, and no, I am not the one to play the Orcs.
You're not the war boss today.
Some things escape my calculating logic, such as the Orc Codex. Instead, we have here Mr. Brad Chester. Brad is here, joining us in Florida, playing the new Orc Codex, showing us what a bunch of gits we are.
Big crumpins is going to happen.
Big crumpins are happening.
Stompins. Wogs are going to be called. Warning everybody right now, when the wog is called, it's going to get loud.
That is my least favorite part about 5th through 7th edition. All of that. We're showing off Richard's tile, the Farsight Enclaves. Is this your Atlantic City Open list?
This is a slight variation. I dropped the Riptide, added more board control, and just more elements to help me play the mission. Since Retrieve Octarius came into being, I wanted extra Vespid as well. Yeah. So just trying to play the mission a little bit better than I used to. Slightly less damage output, but the consistency of the list is still very high. So trying to go down that points factory road. But before we do that, let's do the sponsors, then we'll talk about the list, and then we'll get into this game itself. So first up, John?
First up, we have Warpfire Minis, a local gaming store in Ocala, Florida. They're wonderful. They have great inventory. They have almost everything GW has in stock at 15% off with free and fast shipping.
Yep.
But the best part is their miniature trade-in program. If you have old, beat-up, poorly painted, maybe some crappy models that you were looking to get rid of, they've been in a closet for like 5 years, or with Brad, 25 years. If you're trying to get those out of the house, maybe get something in return, send them off to Warpfire Minis. Send them pictures and a description and email. They'll give you a quote. You can get up to 50% of retail value of these old models in-store credit that you can spend on new plastic toys.
Yep, Warpfire is awesome. Then we have Big Bear 3D. It combines the aesthetics of really cool sci-fi terrain with functional tournament terrain. So if you want WTC format, Nova format, whatever it is, each of us has a champions table. The one that we're going to be playing on today is the Richard Siegler Pro Tabletop version, but you can get them fully built and painted, or make it your own hobby project.
Didn't know I was going to have to play you on your own table.
Yeah,
this is home field advantage, man.
It's double home field advantage.
Yeah, playing in your house on your table. This is shenanigans. I come thousands of miles for this.
Just for this. Next up, we do have TableWar. TableWar is responsible for the awesome fat mats that we play on. They're the creators of the OG fat mats. If you've ever played on a neoprene mat, you know, at your buddy's house, at an event, you know how easy it is. You know, the days of felt are over. You can get them in the current 60 by 44 inch size. They have a wide array of wonderful designs, such as this desert map we're playing on. You can see all the different mats that we use on their website or just on our streams. As well, they did make the 6x4s. Maybe if you're playing some Age of Sigmar, some other games, they have other sizes available. And maybe you bought a 6x4 earlier. If you did, before 9th edition,
yep. Head over to 3D6 Wargaming, where they create this wonderful battle border. So instead of having to buy any new mats, you can instead buy the battle border, and it cuts the size down to this new 9th edition table size, 60 by 44. So you can get it customized, your own images, whatever you want on there. 3D6 also has the wonderful objective mats that we use, so there's no mystery when pre-measuring to objectives, and you can get those customized as well.
Also the only way to play on those.
Yep. If you want the Art of War objective mats, you can head over to the artofwar40k.com and get the ones that we use on stream.
Absolutely. Next up, we do have Obey Alliance. Obey Alliance is a major esports company that's helping fund us as a viability check. They want to see how viable Warhammer 40k is as a competitive esport. We know that Warhammer is an amazing game with a great community. You know the same thing. All we need to do is help show them how many people are interested in Warhammer, how many people are interested in the competitive game, to, you know, help show them why they should continue to support us, help grow the game and the community as a whole. Anything you can do, like, share, subscribe. You can also check out Obey Alliance and their meta initiative on Twitter and other social media.
Yep.
Give them some support, give us some support. Just share with your friends, and we'll help grow the Warhammer community.
Definitely. And finally, our wonderful hobby sponsor, the Army Painter, has just released a brand new line of air paints. So if you want to get airbrush paints in their line, all the wonderful colors that the Army Painter has, you can check them out now. I believe they're up for pre-order on their site at this moment. So check them out. All right. Thank you so much, John. We are going to head over and talk about these lists. Brad, I'm going to start with my Tau list, and then we'll go over to you. So for my Tau list, once again, it's very much like the archetype I ran at ACO. It is based on Commander Farsight and a Cold Star Commander with missiles. Then I have the big unit of Crisis Suits, 8 with missile pods, 1 with that super relic to ignore AP 1 and 2 in shooting. Then I have 3 or more drones in this version, 2 units of Vespid. I've got 3 Devilfish, 40 Breachers, 2 10-mans, and 4 5-mans. And then I have the Pathfinder unit with the wonderful grab drone for that minus D3 to charges.
Boom.
So hoping that comes up and is pretty useful in this matchup.
I don't really.
Tell us about orcs. You got new orcs.
I have new orcs. The good thing is once you take the distance off my charge, I at least get to re-roll it with Here We Go.
Here we go. It's powerful rules.
I'm gonna make that.
It's still useful.
We of course have the old school WOG where advance and charge, so which is always
And it's once per game now?
Once per game, got to call it. But it's different than it used to be because it also adds an attack, and then it has a second turn benefit of just keeping that +1 attack. The advance and charge goes away on that. So I'm bringing 2.
Orcs need to hit harder.
They definitely need to hit harder. I'm bringing 2 the squigbuggies, which are amazing, indirect. And they also, if you get close to me, I get even a little extra indirect because they have 2 different.
I don't like that. I don't want any indirect against me.
Oh, I like it. Brought your customary Gretchins. The Defkill wartrike, I actually think he got a little bit juiced up. We didn't talk about him that much yesterday, and I felt bad about it, but he's a boss mode. But the biggest bosses are right here. Squighogboyz.
Squighogs?
Squighog riders, baby.
How many are you running?
I'm running 2 units of 5, and then I've got the big boss over there, Mozzrag, riding the great white shark, but he's actually riding a guy with a Gretchin currently pedaling.
He's on a chariot.
Yeah, he's on a chariot that a Gretchin is currently riding.
So we're using some kind of custom proxies here to help out, but they are all orcified.
Okay, now I have my power back. I can actually play 40k now. I was getting weak. It's like kryptonite.
What else we got on this list, Brad?
2 units of Stormboyz. I think that one of the biggest things we talk about all the time where you do anything in the war room is that play to score points, not just killing things. This has a lot of trying to kill things in it, but it also has a lot of units that are just there for your secondaries, your scoring points, you're taking objectives. So I've got 2 units of Stormboyz, which I think are fantastic in value. 2 units of Kommandos who now have the forward deploy rule, which is fantastic, and they are actually here and here outside of the deployment zone in the perfect places that I could set them up. And I think it's just, we've talked about it a lot, it's just forward deploying units, if you have the option for them, are just a must-have in the game.
Yeah, right now there's so many infiltrating units.
Yeah, it's such a big deal. Indirect's obviously a big deal. I took the unit of deff koptas. You got the flyover mortals, and also just another unit with fly that can do things. The only thing that today that we've been talking a lot about, big footprint of this army. I put
a lot of big bases.
Big bases. I put 2 units of Deff Dreads. 2 units of Deff Dreads in reserve. I have 1 that's got the +1 to hit on them, and then I've got 1 that has the pistons on it, and there just wasn't enough space. I mean, their footprint's so big, and then 1 scrapjet. Then we've got a unit of Nobs with a Warboss that are all Truckboyz in the truck.
What are Truckboyz?
Well, the biggest thing is you can bring a specialty detachment, Truckboyz, the upgrade, which means they can actually get out and move, advance if you're doing a WOG, after the truck moves. So it gives you some serious extra movement. And I've got 2 of those, 1 Warboss and 1 unit of Nobs with big choppas. And then I've got a scrapjet over there in pretty much the only place I could go, because again, that footprint's big and it's a lot of vehicles, a lot of cavalry not going through all the walls and stuff.
Move blocking's the danger there, right?
Well, you decided to bring Remoras. I was like, hey man, what do you think about not taking those? And you went, I'm probably going to take them, Brad.
They're essential.
So there's certain places where I know Seeks is going to try to bottleneck me, and I'm going to try to get out, obviously, get out early and get out first to try to push him back a little bit. and hope that my big hidden stuff can take him later on. And then I've got those reserves that are going to be coming in. I've got things like the Orc strat for the dreads, where I can do a 3d6 charge coming off the edge, which is a big deal on that too. So I'm really hoping to be able to slam into your little puny Tau.
Puny? These are melee Tau, Brad. You're going to find out what the Crisis Suit and Commander Farsight do.
Which is funny because the new Orc secondary.
All right, tell us about it. You picked one of them.
I did.
Just leaked this morning.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I got the ticket about 5 minutes before we went. So Siegs actually has to kill more things than me in melee,
I'm going to do it.
or I get 3 points. I feel confident in this until all of a sudden units of Gretchin are getting beat up by Farsight or Crisis Suits. I am super psyched about this.
And Commander Farsight, he hates the orcs, so I get an aura of reroll ones against him, just period. Don't need to use marker like
So much hate. What's up with that? We're just friendly guys. Everybody knows the orcs are friends. So we're going to have some stuff. You've got a couple guys that are flyers, so it's going to be a lot of 6s, 5s, and 6s, even more so than normal. To hit these guys, but I am going to try to punch, pew, pew.
And the last thing, why don't you tell us, you're running 3 detachments and 3 different clans.
Oh, I think that right now, we were talking about it and people disagreed on it. I'm not huge on a lot of the strats. I think that however, the cultures are so good. And some of the strats and warlord traits for the cultures are so good. I took snake bites because I wanted big Mozzrag, but for one, they've got what I call the ghetto transhuman. Can't be wounded on anything but a 4 unless they strength is 8 or more on it. And I think that's huge. And the other one is +1 to wound on anything that's a squig if they heroically intervene or charge, which is a big deal. And then they've also got bonuses against hitting on vehicles and monsters. And then I've got my second, Evil Sons. They've got the Fire and Fade strat, which is huge. You know, getting there, getting that engage, getting whatever, just getting behind something.
Just extra mobility when you shouldn't have it.
And the thing is they have +1 movement on everybody, +2 on anything that has speed freaks, like half the vehicles basically. So you've got that extra movement. Super good. And then the shenanigans is the bloody axes. They have the ability to basically leave and still assault, come in combat, or they can advance and get up and kill you. But the biggest thing is their warlord trait, 3 units for free, either redeployed, reinforcements.
That's wonderful.
So I put multiple things. I literally have power level 20 something in reserve for nothing.
No command points.
No command points. That was my warlord trait. Boom, good. So I think it takes my command. Excuse me. It takes my CP down, but I felt like I got such a return on my investment on it. You know what I mean? For that. So I'm very happy with it. I hope it does well today. So we'll give the orcs a good showing. So, but I felt really strong about these particular cultures, the clans.
This combination, yeah.
Yeah, and I went a couple of the other ones I'm going to look into more, but I don't really have a boys heavy army, which I think is like Goffs and things of that nature. Just need more bodies. I wanted to go more really MSU.
Just a lot of stuff all over the board.
Yeah,
it's relatively durable.
Really relatively durable stuff and lots of target oversaturation, hopefully.
All right, cool. Well, let's go over to the gimbal. And I'll scan through my Tau army. So in the back here, I have 2 Devilfish. Both of them have 10-man units inside, 10 breachers with the 2 drones. Then I have the Cold Star Commander, as well as 2 Remora drones. And then up front, I have 1 unit, 1 Devilfish with a unit of Pathfinders and the 2 drones, and then 1 breacher unit without any drones. Then another Remora up front, the Crisis unit, touching the dense cover. And then I have Commander Farsight himself, ready to heroically intervene. And then 1 marker drone that comes with them. In reserve, I have 2 units of Vespid. All right, Brad, tell us what you got over here.
We've got some orcs doing not so brave orky stuff. We got Kommandos.
Sneaky.
We're definitely sneaking. So Gretchin, going to be doing some banners, going to be hiding, hopefully just taking objectives from Siegs. We've got the deff koptas. We've got 2 squigbuggies here. We've got the 5-man unit of Squighogboyz. And then we've got another 5-man unit of Squighogboyz here. I've got the 1 unit that's not in reserve of the Stormboyz here to kind of help with this objective over here, kind of to bounce where I need to go. And then I've got a scrapjet, the Trukk with the Nobs and the Warboss.
That's a scary truck.
The Deftrike killer, the Deftrike Warbike. And then we've got Mozzrag here with the other 5-man unit.
All right.
And he gives a sweet aura of
Well, he is going to be helped in reserve by your Def Dreads and the extra Stormboyz. So I'm gonna have to screen throughout this game, and I'm gonna have to be very careful. All right, well, good luck, have fun. Let's roll off. You want to go first or second here, you think?
I super want to go first.
Super want to go first.
Like unbelievable.
As an orc.
I've never wanted to go first more in a game ever before.
All right, green dice for the orcs. Go ahead, what do you got? That
didn't work at all. Didn't work again. I'm too weak.
4, can the Tau beat it? Yay, that's a 5. All right, so I'm gonna end up going first here.
Schnarf.
Brad, sad faced. Do you have any pre-game, pre-deployment stuff? Anything that happens right before the battle rounds begins? No?
I've already got mine.
So I normally do with the Pathfinders, but I embarked them on the Devilfish because I didn't want to lose them to squigbuggies if Brad went first. So I'm gonna go up to 9 command points. I have nothing in the command phase. And let's see what we can do here. So definitely need to secure engage in all fronts. That's why I put 1 Remora up front. And it's probably going to also go for some move blocking. And just try and slow down Brad's push towards me. So minimum 20-inch move, so it has to be over here. So if I put it there, how quick are these?
10 inches.
10 inches. So they'd easily be able to move, these first couple models would be able to move over my base. However, I don't think the whole unit will be able to end more than an inch away. So I could probably still put it up here, move block. Now, he could declare his WOG, and when do you declare that? Is that command phase?
Begin.
Okay. So, don't know if he's going to pop that or not. I kind of would love him to pop it bottom of 1, just so I don't have to worry about it late game, that extra mobility. And that way I can shoot away some of these commandos. Probably won't kill the unit, so I'm going to go ahead and send this guy up.
While Richard's sending that up, we got a couple things from chat to take care of if that's all right with you, Mr. Secret.
Yep, so 10 will put the front of his base right there, so he won't be able to clear it. But of course, if you roll very high in the advanced roll, you'll be able to get there, but I'll just accept that. Okie doke, so Remora's up. What else we got here? We've got the Devilfish. What's the scary anti-tank guns that you have in this list?
The scrapjets are good at it with the strength 8s. And all of my guys punch pretty hard. So we can do some fisticuffing.
All right, I just wanted to. Okay, I got his attention finally.
Brad, this is a good question for you.
For a while.
What's that?
Question in the chat from Lyle Dixon. He wants to know how much he needs to donate for a Michigan hat.
Oof, a lot.
Also, we got quite a few
Slapping him on there.
We got quite a few comments in the chat about Brad's super sweet shirt. Can you show that to us real quick? Oh my goodness gracious! Look at that thing.
I think you meant to say, I was to say, it's majestic. Thank you very much.
Majesty right there. Okay, we'll go back.
And you got the dragon on the unicorn.
Move in advance. This drone over here doesn't actually need to do anything. It's just going to hide over here. And those squigbuggies are just the 36-inch range.
Yeah, 36, and then
they move like 10 inches.
Yep.
Yeah, all right, so not getting out of that. I'll just leave them up there, and the drone will die.
And the drone will die.
Yeah, orcs having indirect fire, that's going to be a new thing to get used to. So this Devilfish moved advanced up, just barely touching the objective.
Can do.
All right. And that has 10 breachers, 2 drones, and then the 2 gun drones from the Devilfish on
Yes, sir.
So a bunch of OBSEC could pop out onto the objective. And let's see what we want to do on this side. I'm going to probably... Now, the commandos can come through the walls, and then there's a scary Nob unit in here.
Correct.
Okay.
With a war boss.
With a scary warboss.
Yeah.
What does that warboss have?
A big old claw. He is a mega armored war boss.
All right, Devilfish is just going to come up but not touch the ruin. And just try and move block the objective as much as possible so you can't easily put things on there. You have to come all the way around. These breachers are going to go ahead and advance. Basically +1 because -2 from the forest. So they're just going to fill this gap over here.
Doing things and stuff.
All right, and actually, there's no reason for them to advance. They'll be the one that scramble this or retrieve Octarius data, this one, and just string back over here.
Retrieving the data.
Yeah.
Doing all the work for the AdMech for some reason.
They're going to retrieve all the data for them.
Yeah. I love that one of our secondaries is also specifically an AdMech thing.
Which secondary is that?
Retrieve Octarius data. It's literally...
yeah. It was the generic one. I
one
thought
of
you were
the
talking
thing-
about that orc one that was...
No, it's just literally like, I don't know why I keep doing this. Who's tricking all of us into doing Imperium work?
Okay, well.
Yeah, exactly. The pace so good.
I'm gonna want to get out this way. So by committing the crisis unit over here, I'm not doing a lot on that side of the board for most of the game, but I need to start damaging some of the stuff on here. So I'm just gonna go move them out, and then we'll fill in the gaps with.
This is again the reason that I was like, I really need to go first. And then you went, nah, I ain't going out like that.
You rolled a 4-up. Like, the 4-up's not bad.
Feels like I had a 50% chance.
And then this crisis unit.
I gotta really up those dice though. I can't be rolling, those are rookie numbers when you're playing orcs. 5s is what you need over here.
Alright. So he'll come over like so, and then Farsight will go advance, because he doesn't need to do anything, and he'll just come into the forest as well. Now I'm gonna need to block this up with the remoras, just in case I don't do a lot of damage here. So this remora over here is gonna go out there 30 inches, and just block up this path. And honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and send the second one over, just because if I lose the crisis unit early, this game is gonna get really hard really quick. So just block up my crisis unit so that the knobs are not.
You don't want to do any of that.
Then we will send the Cold Star over into the corner behind them. And I'm setting up screening for the next turn. I think this Devilfish will just stay put for now and sit back here. Ready to go to either objective when needed, and I think that is good. Okie doke, so we'll go into shooting, start a shooting. I'm gonna do command and control node on Farsight giving up his shooting for the crisis unit. And I'm gonna start with this. The airburst model couldn't get in range, so I'm gonna start with the Remora drone here. He is going to shoot everything at those commandos just to force the Gretchin to come out, or the Stormboyz to raise the banner there. And I'm gonna spend 1 CP on a marker light on there so I could fire the missiles at my ballistic skill.
Can do.
All right, so here we go. Just wanna make sure that they die. 8 shots coming from the burst cannons, re-rolling 1s, no 1s hitting on 4s. 4 hits, and 3s re-rolling 1s. It's gonna be 4 saves. No AP on these.
Can do. Let's rock and roll.
Commandos, how sneaky are these commandos? Not sneaky enough.
Not sneaky enough. I'll take 2 on the knob, so 2 guys die.
Okay. So the knob dies in 2 guys, or the
knob guys and 2 guys, or knob guys and 1 guy, so 3 wounds.
Okay.
I had 1.
Yeah. And then the 2 missiles. Both are 1s, but I get to reroll 1s because I'm within the range of you for the Farsight trait, aggressive footing. I get both hit, and then 2s rerolling 1s. 2 saves at AP2.
Is it strength 8?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
The Remora missiles, yeah, they're.
Yeah, no, it's just the snake bites.
Oh, because if it's strength 7 or less.
7 or less, I get.
Okay, I got you. All right.
I was so strong for just a minute.
But that's really the only strength 8 weapons that I have. So let's go with the crisis unit. We're probably going to. So I can't see this guy anymore. He's gonna have to take a morale check. We're gonna go with the crisis unit. This guy's out of range of anything, so it's just the missile guys. This guy only has an angle to this thing. It's a scrapjet?
Yep.
Okay, so 1 guy has to go that way, and then let's see the angle for getting these guys. Only 2 models are gonna be able to shoot the Squighogboyz. So we'll put the 2 models there, and for everybody else, how many are gonna wanna go into this truck? I am gonna do 5 models. So I'm gonna do 5, 2, 1.
You got it.
Okie doke. So the 1 guy going into the scrapjet. Boom, 2 hits, and then they're strength 7. And does he get the transhuman?
He does not on the transhuman.
Okay, so 2 wounds then. These are AP2 thanks to ATS and D3 damage each.
Save 1.
Okay, so just takes D3. It's gonna be 3 damage on the scrapjet.
And their strength? They have ramshackle.
Strength 7.
So -1.
Okay.
So 2 damage?
Oh yeah, flat. So it's -1 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have 8 left. Or
Okay.
sorry, 7 left. Took 2.
Okay, they start at 9?
Yep.
All right. And
The ones I took, I like the buggies, the particular bugs I took specifically because they have the extra wound.
the 2 guys who are going into our squig friends, who could see them. We are not re-rolling anything there. Oh, we are rerolling ones because I'm playing against ORKS, and this is Farsight's right next to me, and then the 2s just miss. And then now you have transhuman.
Then I
so
have transhuman.
4s rerolling. So the 1-3 gets rerolled, still misses, just 4 saves. These are AP2, D3.
AP, how much again?
AP2.
All of them.
Okay, so how many wounds do these guys have?
3-piece.
Okay, so the first one's D3. It does 2 damage, so it'll take the next one. And so 1 die so far. 2 damage, it'll take the next one. So 2 of them die.
Can do.
And then into the Trukk. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He didn't let me go first, Mark. It was ridiculous.
5. Into the Trukk. Rerolling 1s because Commander Farsight. The 2s are bad. All right.
2's are bad.
And then does this have the?
This just has the -1 damage.
So moving on 3s, rerolling from Farsight. Misses. And so it'll be that many then.
That many.
AP2, D3.
Seems like a lot.
What do they have? A 6-up invul?
They
4-up
took a
armor?
4-up armor save.
Okay.
It's still too many.
All right. So even with 1 damage, it's too many? That many damage?
It's already
Okay.
bad.
Does it blow up?
But thank you for doing stuff to me.
Damn it, Brad.